Carolina / Tennessee. She met me and my sons and my wife at a hibachi place. She was really nice. She took all the pictures with the kids. She was a real great chick when we met her. She is tall as fuck. Lord, she is tall as fuck. That shit hurt my neck looking up at Diamond the Shield. And even when she sat down, she was tall as fuck. Bro. So shout out to her for going number 3 in the draft. Right on.
If y'all heard a background voice, that's sis. Chef India is in the building.
Because their
mom's dope.
She does.
One time for the Shield family, holding it down.
She DM'd me like a picture of all 3 of her kids. I was like, that's what's up.
Balling.
From one mother to another.
Balling. So, but basically, I feel like everybody hates Nicki now because one person said that she hate her, and now we have an alternative to Nicki. Now we have Cardi. So folks look at it like, well, if Nicki, if one respectable person hates Nicki, and now I have somebody else that I can turn to, I'm gonna turn to them now. It's not fair. It's unwarranted. It makes no sense. But that's exactly what it is.
My G, Cardi is easily over the history of female rap, things that female rappers had to do to win in this game was, number 1, get with a crew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 2, have the head nigga in that crew put you on.
Right.
Co-sign your life away from that head nigga. Right? Real talk.
I ain't gonna say all that.
My G, niggas don't think about Rashida without thinking about who?
Well, they was married. That's different.
Okay.
That's different. That's why her career got held up. Her being married to that nigga and letting him be her manager is what derailed her career.
Okay.
Point blank, period. Sometimes you just got to have a husband and not a husbander.
Okay. Now, when you think about Lil' Kim, who you think about?
Everybody knows they're big. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't come in the game with no cosigns. She jumped she went about as male independent route as she could possibly fucking go. And what had other rappers vexed, like real rappers, is that the bitch came off a fucking reality show. She wasn't even for real about this shit.
Like, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Folks forget that, like, I couldn't stand Cardi, period, at one point. Until I saw her on a different show and it said actress, comedian, rapper. And when it said comedian, I was like, it clicked for me. Like, I forgot. Like, I don't watch Ratchet TV because it's not reality. Just because something is not scripted doesn't mean it isn't that it's 100% real. And I was like, okay, you created a character. Like, this Cardi B thing is a character that is now, fast forward, taking on a life of its own. I'm not saying it's too far removed from who she may be as a person, whoever this real young lady is, without the wigs and the eyelashes, right? But it's like, I know now I can understand, okay, it's a part of a character. It's just her character pushed to level 10 and beyond.
My G,
she dropped records that were trash until Bodak Yellow.
Yo, listen. Cardi
Remember all
B,
she did was remake Plies records, basically?
My G, listen, Cardi B is the greatest karaoke singer on the planet right now. Ooh. Every song on her album is written by somebody else. It used to be somebody else's song. The beats sound like other. One song she sound like Kodak Black. One song she sound like Meek Mill. She said it herself. Hey, she gonna try.
Bro, can we pause? Can we take a time out? Get time out, and I'm gonna pick up right back where you at.
Okay.
Because I know where you're going, and I agree with you 100%. Time out. If anybody knows any contact information for Juicy J or DJ Paul, please ask them if they are getting their just due royalties because it's like 5 records right now that are the biggest rap records in the country, and they are 100% bitten from 3 6 Mafia.
With the Power Glide.
Power Glide
Definitely.
by Ray Shrimmer.
Yes.
That's a 3 6 Mafia song.
Hey, I know some young niggas like to swing.
Now, from side to side. Look that up. 3 6 Mafia side to side. Okay. Ply's biggest record in years. She Is My Rock. That's 3 6 Mafia. Late Night Tip. Okay. Let's go with who else we got?
Yo, by the way, Chef India hates She Is My Rock. I'm talking about that motherfucker loathes that song, my G. That shit came on, and she was like, what the fuck is that? She looked like, let me tell you how, what the fuck is that is when she heard this shit. Like, something was flying in her fucking ears, just like, what the fuck is that? That's how crazy she hates that fucking song. Hates it, kill. She will not let that shit even come on. She hates that shit, bro.
Here's the number one cat right now, but he pays homage, and I respect him for it. That this guy owes Juicy J and DJ Paul the biggest check.
Mike Will made it?
Nah. Even though Mike Will took a lot of Juicy J and DJ Paul beats,
he's remixing the fuck out of them right now.
My man ASAP Ferg, Plain Jane takes Slob on My Knob.
What about the white boy too? The G-Eazy shit, because that's the same tree.
Well, at least he put Juicy J on the song. He put Juicy J on the song. But Plain Jane, he used Slob on My Knob, and then on Margiela Madman, he used Tear the Club Up. One time for Juicy J,
if
DJ Paul,
if you are a club owner in the 90s from 96 to about 98, if you want all your shit tore up so you can get you a check from the insurance company, you make sure you put on Tear the fucking Club Up, because that literally means go ahead and fuck this shit up. Niggas would definitely, in the South, would definitely not play that record at all. At all. I know some niggas was like, nope, not happening. Bottles, tables, chairs. That shit look like WWF, nigga.
I played that in college in a club in Savannah when the manager of the club didn't want to pay me for DJing a radio station night when Pastor Troy was supposed to come through and didn't make it. And he didn't want to pay me that night. So I got a whole nightclub filled with people ready to hear head busters and no more play. And I had Vice Versa, just the beginning chords on loop while I went and talked to this man. And everybody in the crowd is beefing up. And when this man put $100 bill in my hand, I started playing Tear the Club Up.
This nigga said beefing up. Yeah. Holy schmoly macaroni, sir.
Yeah, the crowd was with it. Any of y'all ever been to Savannah, been in a nightclub before, you know how I get out.
In the South, when you say a nigga is beefing up, it is about to go the fuck down.
For real.
Okay.
No games.
This nigga said beefing up. This is some real shit.
Right.
I need you to go here with Jay right now. Let's get into the mind of this nigga. You are in the club, nigga, listening to a loop. Back to back. Hearing this nigga Troy scream for maybe 15 minutes, nigga.
It wasn't it was like a good 2.5 minutes, though.
For 3 minutes, you're going to be listening to Troy screaming. There's niggas in the middle of the club sweating right now. White T-shirts is now turned into see-throughs because your tank top is wet too. You're wet. Headband is wet, nigga. You making sure nobody's stepping on your Air Force Ones, my nigga. I'm taking you in here. We are getting greasy with you niggas tonight.
Yeah.
And this nigga is still playing it. And then on top of that, what do you play?
Tear the Club Up.
He was out to kill you niggas that night. If anybody got shot that night in Savannah, Georgia, his name is Jay Fleming.
Casualties of war. Casualties of war. You mean to tell me I saved your... Listen, this was a hip-hop station coming to do a Pastor Troy show, and you got techno music playing in the club when people are showing up. If I didn't grab my gear and set up, bruh, they would have ripped that club apart at 10 o'clock. I ended up spending so long to the radio station DJ who's supposed to take over. He said, nah, man, make your money. Don't even worry about it. I ain't going to cut you off. And I had to rock that club from 10 o'clock to 3-something in the morning. And you want to hand me $100 bill?
Dollar bill, y'all.
Nah. And my partner was the doorman. He was like, Jay, please don't do this. I said, you better tell your mans. And I played Tear the Club Up. And stuff started to maneuver around. He came like, please don't let them rip up my club. Don't let them rip up my club. Guess what song I had queued up next?
Ain't no more playing, Jay?
Nah. I was in Savannah, Georgia. All my Seaport people, you don't understand what I'm about to say
I
here.
know you ain't finna put no camouflage on.
Hit them with a bottle. Hit them with a chair. Y'all boys better back up before I act up. And you can get your head crack up. Yeah, camouflage. Camouflage is Tupac to Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, let me tell you something, nigga. You were definitely trying to get niggas killed that night. I apologize.
I got paid, though.
I apologize. If any of your family members were hurt by the actions of this nigga, I apologize. Because that is a murderous row of lyrics to be playing down here. Man.
Casualties of war. The club would have got held liable. But anyway, but back to the topic.
Can I get back to my shit?
Yeah, get to it.
Me on break.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Cardi, she skipped every route that there was, that they thought. And then real rappers got upset because they thought of her as nothing more than a drama bitch off a motherfucking TV show. Right? And what I don't understand is why the women in hip-hop can't understand that they're allowed to be great women across the board. They're allowed to be there. Foxy Brown didn't sell any less records because Kim record was out. Kim didn't sell any less records. Eve didn't sell any less records because Missy was out. Like, these niggas sold the records they were supposed to sell because people fucked with them. In the 90s and 2000s, niggas really bought your albums. Like, really fuck with it, spend days on it. That's what's changed in music, but that's generational. You know, and you can't control how the people consume music.
All of it's relative because
Correct.
The way, like I always say this about hip hop music, that back in the day, hip hop culture through the music influenced pop culture.
Correct.
Now it's reversed. Pop culture influences hip hop music, correct, which influences hip hop culture. So it's like where back in the 90s when you had from 1990 to 1999, you had MC Lyte, Lady of Rage, Eve, Yo-Yo, Trina, Missy, Foxy, Kim, Brat, Salt and Pepper, Queen Latifah. You had every female rapper that you know in the 90s.
And they were staples too.
And they can put out a record at any time. And people would still at least check it out.
And MC Lyte would rock the party that rocked the party.
With Missy.
No.
And so
man, why are you trying to bait me, my G? Why?
You started.
Why?
Anyway, but back then it was okay to listen to multiple things.
It's okay always.
And that's the problem. Like when it started becoming, again, it's a thing where back then not many people looked at the game as a hustle. They actually loved.
Are you going to give them a definition again?
Right.
Don't give them a definition again.
So the definition of a hustle.
The hustle by definition is.
Yes, the hustle by definition is something that is by design meant to be a quick flip.
Did you miss him?
Not last long.
Did you miss him?
Of course they did.
Did you miss him?
Of course they did, because they know I'm going to break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
Did you miss him?
But
baby.
But the thing is, though,